So
Yeah, I should have been recording it, but yeah, it's crazy.
so I don't know. Should we make it like
Trying to kind of sportsy though, so I'm thinking.
I don't know. I've we could make it funny, like we could just call it the Washed Up Athletes Podcast or something like that. I don't know.
The walk
Um,
athletes from Toronto.
nah, yeah, I don't know.
Oh man, former athletes. I don't know.
Yeah, former athletes. I don't know. That yeah, former athletes probably something that has to do with what we're going to be talking about. We're definitely going to be talking about sports, so we can. I don't know. We can make it.
Dude, I like that former athletes podcast. And it doesn't have a ring to it though. It needs some with a ring though. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Day one.
Exactly. It's just day one, right? We don't have to have everything figured out. We
Exactly.
can we can just be talking and
Exactly.
then it just pops up in your head and you're just like, yo, we got it. That's the one.
Exactly. Yeah, it's recorded. Yeah, so yeah, man. Where should we start? There's so much. NFL, NBA. Where should we start?
Uh where do you want to start, bro?
Maybe last night's game, man. Panthers, Texans, bro.
Yeah, did you watch the full game?
I don't watch the full game. The game was kind of boring, to be honest.
It was. It wasn't enough I'd say like flashy plays for me. Like I mean, Sam Darnold was doing his stuff at like he was doing his thing in the beginning of the game. Like this man was throwing dots, like marched him down the field first drive of the game. A couple passes to DJ Moore. Um, I forget who he threw the touchdown to, or actually he ran it in, right? He ran it in on for the first score. So I'm like, okay, Panthers are gonna get it rolling, of course. They're seeming pretty good. I mean, like they're coming to the game what 2-0,
Yo, that's
looking
three
pretty
and one
impressive.
now?
Yeah, 3-0 now. I'm like, yeah, they're looking impressive. But yeah, the game started to slow down a bit. I mean, we had Texans with their backup quarterback backing up what's his name?
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor,
Yeah,
exactly. It was Mills, I believe, who was the backup.
yeah.
I mean, he's a rookie. There wasn't we weren't going to really be expecting too much from him. So I mean, that side of the offense was pretty boring. Um, Carolina's defense is pretty dope, pretty up there. I believe what they were coming into to this game as like the number one defense in the league right now,
Yeah.
currently, with like Burns and like Shaq Thompson and like who else? They had the first round pick at corner,
Yeah. Horn.
JC Horn,
Got hurt.
JC Horn, and then they also have who I believe like Chin at safety or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not bad. They're undefeated. Kind of hurts my heart because Sam Darnold, former Jets, but everyone know I'm
Hmm.
a Jets fan. But yeah, I'm happy that he's succeeding. Like you said, like his numbers are pretty good last night. 23 for 34. I think it was 304 yards passing. So I mean, he was efficient. Moving the ball well. Oh, they're looking good, man. To be honest, like you said, their defense is looking nice. They have a nice pass rush, and so they have, they lost J.C. Horn last night. He got hurt. They also McCaffrey
Yeah.
as well.
Hmm.
And so they, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely doing good. Like, who was really expecting this from Carolina, honestly? Like, you would have never thought. I mean, Sam Darnold, you're thinking, okay, he's going to be washed up, coming from the Jets. Like, they didn't believe in him. He was known as a turnover machine. All the dysfunction that was coming from the Jets. You're like, you know, like what really can you expect from Sam Darnold? But it was really just a change in scenery that turns things around, man. It sucks that the Jets have to be your favorite team, bro. Like it really sucks. Like, and then Zach Wilson. I mean, if we're getting to your team now, Zach Wilson on the Jets, man, like you can already see that it's kind of going a little bit downhill. I mean, I know it's pretty early.
early.
It's, we're going into the third week of the season, of course, but his last game against the Patriots, man, it did not look good at all. Like, unfortunately, he went through what, like 4 interceptions
4 picks.
against them. Yeah, I mean, what do you got to say about that, bro? Like, how do you feel
Bro,
about that one?
I think we're kind of throwing him into the fire a little bit too much. I don't think we got the weapons for that. Like he's a gunslinger, so he's gonna take chances. So 1-2 picks. It's not surprising me, but 4 picks. I feel like we need to establish the run game, run the ball. Maybe do play actions and maybe do screens. Give him like some short passes, some slants, start the game off, and then go deep, and then push the ball downfield.
Yeah, I feel you.
They're too fascinated with his arm. Like, oh, he has a strong arm. He can throw the ball all over the field. But I mean, he's young, so they're gonna throw defenses at him that are kind of gonna confuse him. So I'll just simple, like run the ball, play action, some nice easy passes, and then maybe stretch it down the field. Like I think like doing too much too early. Like it's gotta keep it simple, man.
Yeah, like I agree with you 100%, bro. Like they're really throwing him, like you said, they're throwing him into the fire. They're forgetting that he's just a rookie. This man, like, he's really seeing NFL defensive schemes for like the first time. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Bill Belichick is probably going to throw a whole bunch of shit his way, to kind of mix up coverages, blitz packages, things like that. It's going to be hard for him. So what they really needed to do with the Jets was create a good foundation within their team, fix up the O-line, get real weapons. I mean, I'm sure like they did get a couple receivers, like they got that, what's his name from Tennessee? I'm struggling with names, bro.
We got 84.
Yeah, I'm struggling. And that's your favorite team, bro. So I'm relying on you.
bro. I even forget what his name is, bro. But
it's something. I'll figure it out, man. I'll Google it. But yeah, they went out and got him in free agency, I believe. They still got Braxton Berrios, which he's a nice little slot guy, of course. Who else they got? They still have Crowder, right?
Yeah, I still got Crowder in the slot.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, we don't got weapons. We don't got no big names.
Exactly.
Like even Robbie Anderson, he's looking good on the Panthers. Like we had him as well.
So. Yeah, I know that's another loss, and again, it just proves like there's some sort of dysfunction within your team, unfortunately, within the organization, within the front office, the coaches. There's this atmosphere within New York that's like they just can't get out of this dark cloud, unfortunately. No matter what. They've drafted, Zach Wilson thinking he's gonna be the savior, but it's really up in the air right now. I don't see any real change. He could be great. He could be, but at the same time, I mean, with New York, I don't know if I can trust it, man. I don't know, unfortunately. And I hate to bag on your team, bro, but you already know my standpoint. You already know my standpoint, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we'll look at the wide receiver depth chart for New York.
Elijah Moore.
Yeah, they drafted Elijah Moore too. Which I haven't seen too much of him, but I mean he's a rookie, so Corey Davis. Yeah, that's who it was. So yeah, that's your number one guy, Jamison Crowder.
In the slot.
Braxton Berrios, as I said, as well. Denzel Mims. Yeah, you guys. I mean,
it's not bad. We don't got.
You're not bad, but you need some. Yeah, you need some real. Like, I mean, Corey Davis. I mean, wasn't he number 2 in Tennessee? He's not a number one receiver. Like he next to AJ Brown, exactly. Yeah. He's not a number one receiver. You guys need to tighten up, man. Y'all need to tighten up.
And plus, our top O-line from last year's draft, Mekhi Becton got hurt, so the O-line is kind of a little bit of an issue right now too. So, man, like, I don't know where to go. I just say keep it simple. Like, I think we should be a possession dominant team. Like, try to run the clock. Try to.
Facts, but y'all need to like create a run game. Like, y'all don't really have a running back, bro. Unfortunately. Like, who is your starting running back? I'm sure Tevin Coleman.
He's not bad though, but
not bad, but
I don't think he's gonna hold the rock for us and like run 20
Yeah,
carries.
I don't think you can give him an ample amount of carries and him, really like carry the team. Like, nah, that's yeah, unfortunately, y'all need to really build around Zach Wilson. That's the only way it's gonna work.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah,
0-2. Let's
we'll
check
see
some.
how it goes, man.
Let's check some of the games coming up this week. You got
Yeah.
Chargers Chiefs, Sam. That's a good
Who's
game.
who's yeah, that's a good game for sure. Who do you got? Oh, well, I think I already know who you got.
Yo, it's in
But like,
Kansas City, fam. It's in
okay,
Kansas
then
City.
then
That's a dub.
you of
That's a
course
dub
know
for
who's
Kansas
gonna
City.
get. Yeah, nah, you can't step into the kingdom and just win like that. Yeah, Chiefs
Mm.
Chiefs definitely got that, but I mean Justin Herbert is one of the great young QBs out there. Of course, there's high expectations for him, but I don't think the Chargers can just step in with, our savior, Patrick Mahomes, the savior of the NFL, the face of the NFL. That man, he's just different. Although I don't like him, he's different.
So who you going for though? Chargers or Chiefs?
Definitely Chiefs, man. The Chiefs are gonna take that one for sure. Um, I know that they've been harping a lot on the Chiefs defense, but when you have Patrick Mahomes on the other side and the type of offense that they have with Travis Kelce,
Tyreek
they
Hill.
have Tyreek Hill, yeah, Robinson as well. Like basically their whole offense is like a video game, honestly, right?
So they got a two-back system.
Apparently Andy Reid gives Patrick Mahomes the ultimate green light when it comes to all types of throws made, throws across his body, throws when he's falling down, when he's half off the earth, half not. Like this man's making the craziest throws like out there, and he just gets the green light to do it, and because he could make a play at any time. So, um, honestly, when it comes to the Chiefs, they don't even need to worry about their defense. They're all about scoring more points than the other team. That's what they go. That's what they go do. That's what I feel.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Chiefs had to outscore them. It's like the game they lost last week to the Ravens. The Ravens put up 30 plus. You
Numbers. That's really what
points
you
to
have
beat
to
them.
do. Yeah,
And so
facts.
they're 1-1. I think it's not a must-win game, but you don't want to start a losing streak. So I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna bounce back. So I won't go for the upset. So I'm gonna go Chiefs this week.
Whoa. Wait, did you say you're going for the upset? Then that means you're going for
No,
Chargers then.
I won't go for the upset.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay.
Chiefs.
I hear you. I hear you.
Um, Next game, Cardinals Jaguars. Kyler Murray, Trevor Lawrence. They have a
Trevor Lawrence.
one. It's in Jacksonville though, so I feel like everyone might go for the Cardinals. I feel like I should go for the upset right here. Like I might have to go for Jacksonville at home. Then you need a W.
I'm hearing some you know, like little MVP chants coming from the Cardinal side saying that Kyler Murray might be the one. Like this is his year. The man's playing kind of crazy right now. If you've been watching his games, this man's also another highlight, like just
Yeah, man.
creator. Like this man's crazy. Like the shit that he does, he's different.
Bro, he makes off
Um,
his balance, off his back foot throw.
yeah,
Like,
man's
start
making
that
like
field.
both feet off the ground, making like deep ass throws. Like this man's different, and then he's evading pressure. Like it's hard to get to him. Uh, yeah, I feel like Cardinals definitely got this for sure.
Really? Okay.
I mean, as long as Kyler is playing the way he's playing, and he has his weapons, right? He has Christian Kirk, he has DeAndre Hopkins, like he's going to definitely going to deal with it. Like I cannot see Jacksonville. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is looking okay. He's looking okay. Um, I don't know much about their defense, unfortunately, so I don't know how well they would stand up to Kyler. But yeah, Trevor Lawrence is playing okay, but I don't think he can pull it out. Still his first year, don't have much expectations for him. Even though he has weapons and everything, but like I like Marvin Jones for him. Like Marvin Jones has been pretty trusty for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. Sorry.
Yeah. To me personally, I just think it's an on the road game. I think the Jaguars are against the backs are against the wall because they don't want to go 0-3. Like Urban Meyer had all this hype, Trevor Lawrence has all this hype. I think if they lose this game, they started going on kind of a losing streak. And I'm not saying they're gonna go 0-16. Like I've seen some articles where people are saying that they're gonna go 0-16. I'm like, no, I don't think they're gonna go 0-16. But
Nah.
I think this is kind of a must-win game for them. So I'm thinking, they're gonna. I don't know what the over/under is, but I think they win this in a close game. I'm calling it upset.
I mean, you're pretty hopeful for them, fam. Like I don't I don't know. I mean, especially since Cardinals are like an NFC favorite or one of the NFC favorites. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Next game, Bears versus Browns.
Jeez, and Justin Fields is getting his first start too, right? I believe in this game. Yeah. What do you think, man? I'm gonna let you start.
I'm gonna go Cleveland. Like he says, first start in Cleveland.
Yep.
The dog pound. I think he won't play bad, but you never know. Like I'm kind of like swayed. Like I feel like he might ball out and just like go crazy and get a W. But I'm also feeling like in Cleveland, I feel like it's at home again. Like I think like a lot of it has to do with where they play, and depending on where you play, I feel like Cleveland's a tough place to go and win. So I feel like Baker Mayfield's gonna ball out. I'm not sure OBJ's back this game,
Yeah,
but
I don't even know what the news is with him.
they have a good defense. Myles Garrett, Davion Clowney, that's some nice on defense. So I feel like the pass rush is gonna get there on Justin Fields, and I feel like they're gonna take this game. So I'm going Cleveland on this one. I'm not even a score, but I think Cleveland for sure winning this one.
Yeah, like I'm 100% with you there. Definitely cannot see the Bears beating Cleveland. I mean, Justin Fields, man, I'm really hopeful for him. I really want to see him succeed in the NFL. Like I was rooting for him. Couldn't believe that he fell so deep into the draft. I thought it was a great pick, by the Bears that they happen to be lucky with him. But Justin Fields, man, like I don't know how good he will be throwing the football at this point in time right now. I feel like he's really reliant on his legs right now because maybe he's not seeing everything at this moment. And I mean that's understandable. He's a rookie. That's that's cool. He is a good thrower of the football, but I feel like it needs just some time to develop. But yeah, honestly, he's gonna be probably just running with his head cut off probably against this Cleveland defense. I mean, with Myles Garrett rushing him and Davion sorry, what's his name?
Myles Garrett, Davion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So basically with that pass rush, and I mean they have a decent secondary as well too. So yeah, I cannot see Justin Fields pulling it through. But I haven't lost faith in him. Still think there's some good things to come. I do think he's a special guy. He's definitely special.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't get how they're handling like the whole time they're saying Andy Dalton's a starter. He's a starter. I'm like, Andy Dalton's not gonna be the guy like long term. So
of course not.
They kind of groom him like I don't know like, and they have like what's his name backing him up too, Nick Foles. So Nick Foles is there too. So it's kind of like I feel like they have too much QBs in the QB room. Like they need to like stick. Is it Andy Dalton or is it who's gonna be the guy that's gonna be the guy mentoring him? You know what I mean? Like I feel like at some point Justin Fields is gonna be the starter.
Yeah.
Midway through the season, maybe now it's really early, but
named as the full time.
Yeah, like I think I don't know, they're handling kind of weird. Like I feel like the coach should just be straight up and be like, Andy Dalton's gonna be our starter, but if we're gonna lose games, we're gonna go with Justin Fields because going for the long term, benefits of the franchise. Compared to like every week he's like battling the media, like they're asking who's the starter, and he's like Andy Dalton's the starter. He's the best chance for us to win. I'm like, yeah, we got Justin Fields behind him, so and Dalton is struggling, so I don't know.
I think what really played a factor here is that Andy Dalton got hurt, right? So they had to put Justin Fields in like what second half of their last game that they had. So I guess since that occurred and the fans see more of Justin Fields, you already know that like the fans are pretty, convinced that Justin Fields is the guy. That's the guy that they want to see, right? But I think what the coaches are doing and what they're thinking about is trying to protect him for as long as possible, not rush him and throw him into the fire like most of these other rookie QBs. They can afford to let him sit behind and learn as much as possible. You know, I think that's usually the best route to go. Even though you sometimes you do want to see people right away. I mean, with Patrick Mahomes' case, he sat behind Alex Smith,
Yeah.
and that proved to be the most beneficial route for the Chiefs. That method could work. That formula definitely works. So I feel like although they have three quarterbacks in the room with Nick Foles and Andy Dalton and Justin Fields, I feel like both those veteran, like the veteran mentorship that they bring, both of them, can definitely. I don't feel like it would be any hindrance to Justin Fields. It can only make him better. It only, help him to soak up as much as he can so that he can be ready eventually when the time comes. But yeah, I mean, why not have Nick Foles and Andy Dalton in the room? I mean, we already know Justin Fields is the future. But let's protect him. Let's make him soak up what he needs to, make him learn as much as he needs to learn, and he'll be ready eventually, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's my thought process on that.
I feel you. I feel you. Like in my opinion, it's just that I think for Matt Nagy, it's a make or break year. I'm not sure. I think he's on his last year of his contract. I may be wrong, but I I was hearing that it's a make or break year for him. Just at the start of the year from all the media outlets. So my thinking was make or break. You really want to make or break your year with Justin Fields, a rookie QB, or are you gonna start Dalton? All
Mhm.
right. So my thing, if you're gonna start Justin Fields, you gotta start him off early so you can get that experience. Because let's say they choose Dalton like they did, they start losing games, they're 0-4, 0-5, so he's gonna get canned. He's
Yeah,
out of there. So I'm like,
true.
I don't know. I thought making Justin Fields look good early might help him, keep his job
Yeah,
longer. So that's where I'm looking at it.
I guess so. That's definitely, yeah, yeah. I agree with you in that aspect as well too. Because I mean, sometimes starting, Justin Fields early could be more beneficial than just having him sit. So I mean, both formulas can work. We just don't know, what's going to work in his case for sure. I guess we'll see a little bit of what's to come for Justin Fields. Hopefully there's some bright spots coming from it, for sure. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Cleveland's gonna shut that down for sure. Cleveland's gonna take it home ultimately. So yeah, that's our pick for the week.
Both going to Cleveland, Washington, Buffalo.
Uh, Washington, man, Taylor Heineke is playing some ball though. I mean, like, who saw Taylor Heineke coming? Like, you saw a little snippet from last year in the playoffs against the Bucks, and you're like, okay, this guy's kind of playing like where'd this guy come from? Like, you're probably like I was definitely shocked, when watching. I remember that scramble to the end zone where he sacrificed his body, stretched out the ball to the pylon. And then you see Mans pick him up and like point at his last name, like Heineke remember this name. Like I'm like, okay, like for sure he's someone to probably look out for. Of course, no one's really gonna have expectations moving forward though, right? No one was really thinking too much of him, but he got his opportunity again with Ryan Fitzpatrick being hurt. And yeah, this man's been playing some pretty decent football. He's looking good, but when you got Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills on the other side, with Stephon Diggs, Devin Singletary, I mean, yeah, they have a pretty strong offense there. Um, Again, definitely a team in the AFC that you don't want to mess with. So I'm saying that Buffalo takes this one. Um, defense is also again very,
Mm.
yeah, very strong. Yeah, Buffalo takes this one for sure. What do you think?
Man, I want to go for the upset. Like you said, the game is in Buffalo. You know, I think it's not a must win, but they gotta like Buffalo's a very strong team at home. And so the thing is, like Heineke's playing, he's playing really nice right now. So he's kind of like on like a hot streak. So I wonder if he can continue that. Man, if you'd have put me on the fire right now, I'm about to go with Buffalo as well.
Yeah, of
I
course, of
wouldn't be surprised the
course.
upset though. I wouldn't be surprised the upset. But I'm going Buffalo.
Nah, you always looking for the upset, Denver. Like,
Oh,
you always looking for the upset, bro.
you
Like,
have
I
to
don't,
be.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Buffalo is gonna be a hard team to beat, especially at home. Um, again, they're another AFC favorite. You
Yeah,
know, they're looked at as as another powerhouse. Like it's not gonna be easy to beat them for sure. So
yeah. I think Josh Allen. I think maybe started the season kind of slow, but if he starts
yeah.
picking up the level of play he was playing last year, and I think they're going to be straight. They're going to be a good team.
Yeah, I mean, like if you saw the game against the Dolphins this past week, I mean, he played well. Like he played really good. Um, he's making some plays like looking like the Josh Allen of last year. So, and again, Dolphins are not some little tyke team. Like they're a team to mess with like on defense. Like they got Xavier Howard. Like
Yeah,
like
in the corner for sure.
yeah, like they're secondary strong as hell. Like definitely they're definitely something like you can't just they're not a walk in the park for sure. So
Yeah,
seeing the way he played there, I feel like he's only gonna continue on that, and um yeah, they're gonna roll over Washington. I feel it won't be a slap like Miami, but they'll definitely bring it out.
yeah. I think this is going to be a close game. Yeah, so both going with Buffalo right there. The hometown team for us.
Yeah, the closest team for us.
Colts Titans, dog. No Wentz. Is Wentz playing? Dog.
I don't know if Wentz is playing. Is he is
Titans.
he is he hurt?
I'm not gonna hesitate. I'm going Titans, bro. Like
Yeah.
if he doesn't play, I don't even know who their backup is. To be honest, is it Brissett?
No, Brissett is on Miami. That's who took over when Tua got hurt
You're right.
with
You're right.
Miami. Yeah. So I don't even know who their backup is. I believe it's a rookie though, but yeah. Yeah, I'm Titans for sure. Like, do we even really need to like honestly,
That's a
I
slap.
mean Wentz, yeah, like Wentz on the Colts, like I was still feeling iffy. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't even completely sold with Wentz being the starting quarterback. When you take Wentz out of the equation, it's even worse. So yeah, Tennessee, man. I mean, like, do you see who they have on the other side? So Derrick Henry,
Yeah.
like,
I think they're gonna run the ball down their throat. You said like
yeah.
ball dominant, just run the ball. Tannehill, play action.
Hmm.
I'm gonna,
That's his key. That's his go-to play action. Um, that's just yeah, basically their 1-2 punch. Just run the ball through down the throat with Derrick Henry, then play action. You got AJ Brown and you got Julio Jones, man. Who
yeah.
who wants it? So so yeah, I don't know how you're gonna beat that, unfortunately, without Wentz. And I wasn't even completely sold on him anyway.
Yeah, it seems like to me like Wentz, like he's just like injuries are kind of following him. So I feel like right now they're 0-2.
Hmm.
And if he's not healthy, they're not gonna win a lot of games, to be honest with you. So even if he is healthy, I think, like I don't know if he's ever gonna get back to that MVP form that he had in Philly before he got hurt. Everyone's saying, oh, they're waiting on it, they're waiting on it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't even seen glimpses, long stretches of great play. Like, and so I think he just hasn't been healthy. So, like to me, like you said, like red flag.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like he's basically digressed, unfortunately. Um, Yeah, it's kind of disappointing to see the point that he was at again, being, you know, playing at an MVP level while he was on Philadelphia. Again, playing so well that he basically, with the record during the regular season, you know, got them to the playoffs, basically to the Super Bowl, to actually, you know, get hurt during, like, that's always been a knock against him. Like, would he have won, you know, if he didn't get hurt? Like, Nick Foles won, luckily for them, but would he
Oh,
have
man.
have won the Super Bowl if he was healthy throughout the whole time? Like, I mean, I know it's a what if, but you never
Magical,
really know, man.
Nick Foles' magical run to the Super Bowl. Dog. That year was crazy, bro. That was a surprise.
Yeah, definitely.
The Patriots that year? Was it the Patriots? It
Um,
might have been.
I believe it was the Patriots, right?
Yeah, it was the
For
Patriots.
their first Super Bowl.
Shoot,
Yeah.
might be wrong on that. So might comment that they were wrong, but I believe it was the Patriots.
It definitely was the Patriots in that Super Bowl. Like, I'm 100% positive now. Like, yo, Google it real quick for the fact check.
Hold up. Yeah, do it for the next is Saints Patriots. So let me check.
Saints and Patriots. Yeah, so it was 2018, 41-33 against New England. So yeah, Eagles won against Patriots. So yo, we got our facts straight, man. We
Yeah,
good.
I was like, yo, this is a fact check on that.
We good. But yeah, Patriots and who? Sorry?
And Saints at Patriots.
Saints. Um, Ooh, this is a interesting game because with the Saints, we were wondering. I mean, like, week one, Jameis Winston was like, we're like, whoa, like, the man completely cut out all the turnovers. I know he only threw probably like, what, 15 times, but he threw 5 touchdowns. Um, I was thinking, okay, yo, this man really changed. Sean Payton really, you know, coached him up, changed this man's whole life. He's their savior now. He's definitely their guy. But then second week, you know, the pressure got to Jameis Winston, threw a couple picks, kind of was looking like old Jameis Winston from Tampa Bay. Um, I feel like they didn't give it to Alvin Kamara enough. So just from them deviating from their plans, you know, they lost. I don't know what they're going to do this week. I don't know if I can completely count them out either. So I honestly, I'm really in the middle here. I don't know. What do you think?
I think Saints are gonna win.
Oh, really? Okay.
Even if
And
it's
that's easy for you.
yeah, I go upset here all day. I think James Winston's gonna. I think he's gonna come back and play strong. I heard. I read his articles saying that Sean Payton saying that it was his fault for the loss last week, and they're gonna come back stronger. So I kind of feel like they're gonna make a wrong a right, and they're gonna come out and they're gonna win, and they're gonna run the ball. Because it's on the road, and I think they're gonna not rely on James Winston, in terms of his passing. Like I said, like it's kind of risky. Like he's a gunslinger too. You might throw picks on the road. You can't have picks on the road. You're not gonna win.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I feel like they're gonna run the ball. He's gonna maybe pass that same, attempt rate, 15 to 20 passes. So
Which is very minimal too.
that shows you that like he's such a high risk turnover that you can't throw the ball 30 plus, 40 plus times.
Yeah.
And throw too many picks. So I feel like they're gonna do that same formula they did in week one. I think they squeak out the win. So I'm going Saints here on this one.
I feel you. But let's look on the other side though. Like, when looking at the Patriots, I mean, they've been playing pretty decent. I mean, I know their lone win came from the Jets. Unfortunately, your poor Jets. But but I mean, you know, Mac Jones is someone who seems to be wise beyond his years. And I don't know if it's maybe just, play calling where they're really, playing to Mac Jones' strengths with play calling, and maybe not over complicating the playbook and whatnot. But he's been taking care of the football. And I feel like that's the number one thing as a quarterback that you need in the NFL. You need someone who protects the football. And that's something that Jameis Winston might not do. Mac Jones will do it. So I don't know. That's why I'm thinking like
You're going to Patriots?
don't count on the Patriots. That's why I said I'm in the middle with this, bro. Like I don't know. I really don't know. So we'll say I'm undecided for this one. We'll say I'm undecided, bro.
Yeah, like how do you let Mac Jones fall to the Patriots? Like to me, like he has so many similarities to Brady. It's like it just
But that's the thing though.
like, how they
But
let him fall? Like, yo, it doesn't make sense, man.
But that's the thing though, because the way that the game is being played, the way that the game has evolved, the quarterback position has evolved. You want someone nowadays that can run the ball equally as much as they're able to throw it. You know, they're able to run the bootleg. Make those off-platform throws like a Zach Wilson, like a Trey Lance, like a Justin Fields. So that's why I think that, of course, Mac Jones would have dropped a little bit. And of course, that's why the match made in heaven would be with the Patriots, because Patriots were coming from a system where, they were just so old school, so, prim and proper Tom Brady type style that, that's basically Mac Jones' like ideal home there. So I feel like there was no other place ideally for him to go. No other teams really needed him like that. Like that's not the quarterbacks that they're that's not the type of quarterback that they're looking for nowadays. Basically, Patriots are the only team left that can accept that type of quarterback and work with him. So yeah, that's the only reason why it makes sense to me.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going Saints on that one. Kind of got to fly through some of these. There's still like 6 games left, fam.
I know, yo, this is like 32 teams that we talking about,
Yeah.
bro. So the time can fly, bro. Like, I mean, we could spend like an hour on just one team, bro.
Next game, Falcons Giants.
Yo, yo, this is an interesting one for sure. I want to hear your take on it though first.
Bro, what is good with the Falcons, dog?
Bruh, I lie.
Like both teams are 0-2, so this is kind of like a tough one.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Jones, I think he's like in the same situation as Sam Darnold, to be honest. I mean, like, I feel like Sam Darnold was in the Jets. That's what I'm trying. Like, I feel like he needs something up in New York. I feel like he needs to, if he switches teams, he's gonna ball out. Like,
Don't kill me.
I feel like I don't know. Like, I feel
You're
like
saying there's something in the air in New York, is what you're saying.
something like that.
There's something in the air. But yeah, as you were saying, sorry.
Yeah, I think like I don't know. Like, I feel like if he changes teams, like he might ball out similar to Sam Darnold. Like that's why I feel like he's in the same situation as Darnold was. Like I don't know. Like they have Barkley, but he's not. And he's coming off injury.
He's coming off an injury. Yeah, so he's not going to be the same for a little bit.
But I'm going with the Giants because I feel like it's a must-win. Both teams are haven't won. I feel like it's at home for the Giants. I feel like Daniel Jones is not playing too bad. I feel like they're going to rely on him to make a lot of plays this game. Like I said, Barkley's not healthy. So I feel like, Daniel Jones is going to have a good game this game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I think it's a must-win game, especially a lot of people are pointing to the play call and Jason Garrett, the former Dallas Cowboys head coach. He's the OC.
Yeah.
We're thinking that, he's not calling the right plays and this and that. But I think they'll get it right this week. I think they're going to put a good offensive performance. Daniel Jones is going to throw for a lot of yards. So I'm going with Giants in this one for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's something in the air with New York, like you said, but that's funny as hell, though, bro. I feel like Daniel Jones is just not that guy. Like, I don't want to be rude, but he's just not that guy. I mean, he's talented for sure. He's faster than people probably thought he was, but he's a turnover machine. This man cannot protect the football whatsoever. And again, it's like I said, Denver, what is the number one thing that you need as a quarterback in the NFL? You need to be able to protect the football, or else you're not gonna win no damn games, bro. So, so because of that, I don't know. And the only reason why I'm just still iffy with Atlanta is because like their defense is so unbelievably trash. It's crazy. Like like their defense can't stop anybody, bro. Like you'll look like a super like we could play quarterback against the Atlanta Falcons defense is what it seems, bro. So I don't know. I'm really split there, but I mean like
Like, it's tough. Like even
I feel like it would have to be a matter like how I can see Atlanta winning is if they find a way to outscore the Giants. I feel like it's probably going to be a high scoring game, probably something like that. And Matt Ryan's just going to have to duke it out and you know be the last to score. That's what I feel. So I'd say Falcons are taking it. I don't think I don't think Daniel Jones is going to be able to hold on to the football enough to be able to bring this out. He's going to turn it over in some sort of fashion, either a fumble, either throwing a pick. He's going to turn it over, and yeah, sorry, Daniel Jones, man. I'm sorry.
It kind of reminds me of like Eli Manning. They have the same expression, like they're always
Yeah, they have these like derpy faces, right? I lied. It's
they have no expression.
It's the derpy face, bro.
Like, yo, fam. But I was surprised last week he was arguing with one of, I think it was Galladay, like one of the receivers. They were going back and forth. They're arguing. I was like, okay, that's a little different. I don't know what I've seen Eli do that. Like,
I've never seen Eli do that. Yeah.
Stone face, no expression. They're like a zombie out there playing QB dog.
Facts. Sometimes you need some emotion from your guy, yo. Like you need it.
Yeah. So I'm going Giants. You're going Falcons on that one.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Next one, Bengals Steelers. Both teams are 1-1 at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh could very well pull that out. I mean, I like Joe Burrow, but Steelers, you can't really count them out. Ben Roethlisberger is still playing at a decent level. Yeah, I feel like the Steelers can pull this out. I haven't been paying too much attention to any Steeler games though, so I don't know. But I hear they've been doing decent. I don't know. Yeah. So what about you? What do you think?
I think I'm going to upset. I'm going Bengals. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I think Roethlisberger, I think he's playing hurt. So, and he's older too. Yeah. I just don't think they'd have to run the ball a lot, and they're starting running back with Najee Harris, which I believe in. But I just
he's good, man.
But he's I feel good. Like since Roethlisberger's hurt, they're gonna have to rely on their run a lot, and teams are gonna be expecting that. Like Bengals know how to run the ball because Roethlisberger might not be healthy. So I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow's gonna play well on the road, come out with steal a win here in Pittsburgh. I know it's tough. No one really wins in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, for sure.
To me, if Big Ben's not healthy, I think Joe Burrow got this.
We'll see. Because we'll see. Because I mean, the Bengals could very well be prepared for the run, but Najee Harris is stiff arming mans and throwing mans off him. Like this man could be he could still run effectively, even if the Bengals might be prepared for the run. Who knows? I mean, Najee's been looking pretty impressive. In his first year in the league. Again, that man is just powerful. Out the backfield, he's able to catch passes. He'll run you over. Like this guy's he's an all-around good back, man. Alabama produces some good ones, man. They produce some good ones for sure.
Definitely split. I want to go Steelers because I feel like it's at home in Pittsburgh, man. Like terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about like their home field advantage. But yeah, I mean, you bring up good points though. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger might be hurt, so we don't know how effective they will be.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm going Cincinnati on the road.
All right, and I'll go with Pittsburgh for this one. So we'll see. We'll see where I go on.
Next one, Ravens Lions. I think we're both gonna have the same pick in this one.
Yeah, of course we're gonna have the same pick in this one, man. Raven gang, let's go. I'm
Action
not a
Jackson. Action Jackson.
Action Jackson, let's go.
Um,
I'm not even a Ravens fan, but I am for sure a Lamar Jackson like fan. Like
man,
I will root for this man. And you don't know how like how excited I was when he brought it, like he made the comeback against the Chiefs. Like when he brought it out, when he happened to outscore them, I'm like, yes, this man finally beat his kryptonite, as he says. Patrick Mahomes has been his kryptonite throughout his career. Lamar Jackson finally duked it out, man. I'm like, yo, this is the best game, bro. And you know me, I'm a little bit of a Patrick Mahomes hater too, so it made it that much sweeter. So and we already know they gonna run the ball down the Lions' throat. Lions don't really have a chance. I'm sorry. I mean, it
yeah,
definitely was not an upgrade from Matthew Stafford to Jared Goff. I apologize. Like,
yeah, I definitely, yeah. Yeah, I'm going Ravens too. I think the Lions are in a rebuild or whatever they call it, retool.
yeah,
They throw that word out there, but I think it's the same thing as rebuilding. I think they're going to be a team struggling this year. They might pull off a few upsets, but Jared Goff, I'm not saying he's bad, but
he's not.
it's just, man, I don't know. Like, he throws a few picks, but it's not that. To me, it's that it factor. Like even when he was
Exactly.
on LA Rams, they were saying that Sean McVay was basically like, you can call the plays up until the last like 10 seconds. So basically was telling him, like through like the helmet, where to throw the ball, what's the read, you know. So I feel like, he needs a great OC to be great like he was in LA. He needs a great OC.
Exactly. He
He needs
doesn't have the smarts, right? Like that's what it seems like. He doesn't have the quarterback IQ that most of these superstar quarterbacks have, I
yeah,
think.
that's what it's
If I'm correct in saying that, yeah.
like on the field, like it doesn't translate. Even maybe smart, maybe off the field, but on the field, it doesn't translate. And so, yeah, I don't know. Like I'm going Ravens this one. I think it might be even be a blowout. Like Lions are playing, not playing bad, but week one they fought hard, and then week two, I think against Green Bay, man, like, bro,
That's right.
like I'm
Aaron Rodgers got it together that game for sure.
definitely going
That
Ravens.
man, he snapped out of week one for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, they're just gonna run it down their throats. Like Lamar Jackson's gonna run it down their throats.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
zone read, it's game over.
his own read is, yeah, it's gonna kill them.
The next game is Jets Broncos, bro. You know where I'm going with that one. Bro.
Yo, no, you can't be serious in that one, bro. I know they're your team, but you can't be serious in that one. Yo, do you see how the Broncos are playing? My dude Teddy B, nah, that dude became the savior of the Broncos. No cap. I'm sorry, but Zach Wilson and the Jets, you guys are going 0-3, but I'm sorry.
Nah, man. I think this is a must-win game. I think Zach Wilson balls out. I'm gonna say here 4 TDs, 300
Whoa,
yards passing.
bro, you dreaming, fam? That's your what you're wishing.
They're gonna bounce back. It must win.
Against the Broncos D? No, sir.
Fam.
Man, they got what? Nah, 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 nah. Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, nah, nah, nah. And then they got Patrick Surtain. They got what? Um, what's his name? Bradley Roby. Who's the other corner's name that came from the Bears?
I know what you're talking about. Search that up.
Honestly, their secondaries, they have Kareem Jackson at safety, Justin Simmons at safety. Their whole defense is stacked. Zach Wilson is gonna, like, he's not gonna know what he's looking at out there.
Bruh.
He's not gonna know what he's looking at.
Bruh. Jets. You've been in this, fam.
Yo, I can't believe the Jets made my boy delusional, bro.
Oh man.
Nah,
you got this. I got faith.
Yo, that's a different type of faith. Do you see how the Broncos are playing this year? They finna be in the playoffs. Like they're probably gonna get a nice little run in the playoffs. I'm telling you,
Bro, Teddy
don't
B's not
sleep
gonna
on
play
them.
that well like that, man. You can't keep that up like that. Consistent.
Teddy B is gonna bring it. Like he's gonna be consistent, bro. First of all, this is something that he will not do. He will not turn over the football. That is something
I'm
that he will
saying.
not do.
He's
He'll
too
t-
passive though. He's too passive.
he is kind of passive, but did you see the last game? The throws that he's making to Cortland Sutton. The
I,
man was tossing it to him. The man's just like he's just tossing like deep dimes to Cortland Sutton. I'm like, I see you, Teddy B. This is not the Carolina Panthers Teddy B anymore. This is Denver Broncos Teddy B.
um,
Teddy two gloves. He ready. I'm
you know where
telling
I'm
you.
going. So you going Broncos in that one. All
For
right.
sure. For sure.
Next game, Dolphins Raiders, fam.
Dolphins are not gonna yeah, Dolphins are not gonna win. Raiders have been playing really they've been playing really well. Um, you know, with with Derek Carr, he's really good at executing their offense, distributing the ball. They got Josh Jacobs at running back. They got Darren Waller. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Darren Waller.
Yeah. Henry Ruggs, speedster. Um, their offense just works well, man. Like they just work well together. They got a good, decent defense. They're gonna pull it together, and especially since Miami, I mean, Tua is gone, and I mean, a lot of people didn't really have faith in Tua. I was really excited to see what Tua would, bring to the Dolphins this year, but unfortunately, their O line can't protect that man. And their O line is not going to be able to protect anyone behind center, unfortunately. So, Jacoby Brissett, you might die there too, like unfortunately. Um, so yeah, Miami, unfortunately, because they're not going to be able to generate much offense. I mean, I know their defense is great, they're phenomenal, but they're not going to be able to generate much offense. So yeah, it's not looking too good for them.
I say
So
I'm going
yeah.
with LA Raiders on that one. John Gruden, offensive genius, play calling genius. I feel like they're on point right now. Like, like they're on fire right now. I feel like they're calling great plays. They have a great game plan every week. Derek Carr's playing out of his mind. MVP candidate as well. He's in that, I guess, that top 5 MVP candidate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
He nice. Derek Carr.
Yeah, he nice for sure. He nice for sure. But I forget about him sometimes. When it comes to if it comes to MVP voting, I'm not gonna be voting for him. But he nice. He nice for sure. He nice for sure.
That's up every year he throws for over 4,000. So he puts up stats. He definitely puts up
Yeah.
stats.
Yeah.
And so I think the Raiders offense is, flowing right now. I think they're gonna I think they're gonna blow them out, to be honest. And this is gonna be a blowout. They're gonna throw early, put them away early. I'm definitely going LA Raiders on that one for sure.
Yeah, we agree on that for sure. Yeah, I mean, poor Dolphins, man. Like I was really rooting for Tua, man. Like I was such a huge Tua Tagovailoa fan. I really thought that okay, first year, that's a write off. I mean, the way that they managed that situation is too was just weird as hell. With Ryan Fitzpatrick, coming in. Well, actually, with him starting the season, Ryan Fitzpatrick starting the season, then Tua coming in at like what week 3, week 4, or something like that. And they're like, okay, you're the starter now. Why? Even though Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing well,
Yeah,
they named Tua the starter. Then as Tua's playing, they'll bench him on a key fourth quarter drive for Ryan Fitzpatrick, who has the hotter hand, who is able to execute the offense better. It just didn't do well for Tua's mental. So I'm thinking, okay, this man has a full year under his belt now, coming in with a full training camp, and then he gets hurt.
Yeah, him too. Like he reminds me of just injury prone. Like he just can't stay
Healthy.
healthy. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, to me, like he just like you said, like they need to go to O line. I think he needs to play kind of like Brady at the Bucks, like get the ball out of his hands quick, like within 2 seconds, get the ball out, screen, slants, short passes, a lot of like get the ball out of his hands quicker, so he doesn't have to take a lot of sacks and get hurt. So I don't know, he just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
I don't
And you
know.
know what? And you know what I was thinking too? I was thinking that is what he was doing though, but his O-line, like they weren't even holding blocks for the couple seconds that he needs to throw a slant, to make a, just a quick drop step, pass with the slants or the, the screens. The O-line was trash. Like I blame them for ultimately getting him hurt. And ultimately, Jacoby Brissett, when he took over the game against Buffalo, he had to be running. He had to run for his life the same way. Um, the only thing about Jacoby Brissett that I say that he has upper hand with over Tua is, he's bigger, and he's a little bit more mobile as well. So he is able to, dodge the free rusher or kind of muscle through, the first tackler. So ultimately, it, I feel like any quarterback behind that O line is going to suffer, unfortunately. No matter what the play call is, no matter the short passes, they're going to suffer, unfortunately.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, like, he reminds me of Wentz. That's the name I was thinking of. Can't,
Oh, shoot.
in terms of injury wise, just can't stay healthy. Like
Yeah.
he's,
Yeah.
just it's tough. But I feel like you said, like if he was healthy, we got to see what he's able to do. But with the O line they have, no chance, zero chance.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It makes me sad, bro, because I was really rooting for the dude.
Yeah. So on
Yeah.
that one, both Raiders on that one.
Yeah, we got Raiders in that.
Yeah, there's only 4 games left. Bucks, Rams.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a good little game, but Bucks, man, they're gonna be the. I feel like they gonna win. They gonna be in the Super Bowl this year. Tom Brady is playing like he ain't 40 damn years old. Like he ain't 40. What, he 44 now? What is he, 44?
Yeah.
He playing like he's prime Tom Brady. Like he just hit his prime. The man's playing different. I've never seen it before. Again, they're returning all their starters from the Super Bowl that they had, both on offense and defense. Like which like like what other teams do that? You know what I'm saying? Like what other team is able to do that? Um they're just a talented team overall. Um Defense, offense equally. They're just talented, a force to be reckoned with. Matthew Stafford, of course, gives LA a little bit more of a fighting chance than if we were looking at a Jared Goff Rams, but still, I don't think Matthew Stafford could beat them. Again, this is prime Tom Brady that we're talking about, the GOAT, the
Stop.
greatest of all
Stop hyping this man up too
the
much.
greatest of all time, the greatest.
Y'all hyping him up too much. I'm going
Nah. Do you
LA
see this
Rams,
man?
dog.
Do you see? Nah, bro. Yo, honestly,
LA
Denver,
Rams, dog.
Denver. When we turn 44 years old, when we turn 44 years old, let's try and strap up some football pads and try and play some football, bro. Let's try and play some
Yeah,
football at 44 years old, bro.
I
And
think
then
we're
you tell me if who's the GOAT after that. You got to confirm that it's Tom Brady, because ain't nobody strapping up at 44 years old, bro. And he probably still got some years left in him too, because I don't know what the hell this man is eating, but it's helping him.
I'm not a hater. He's the GOAT, but I think he's due for a bad game, dog. Like in LA, Aaron Donald, the defense, bam, they're gonna get after him. You
Do you
know,
see how quick the man gets the ball out of his hands, bro?
bro. You know how you know how to play Brady, right? You gotta give him a couple shots
Mhm.
in the pocket, make him nervous and
Yeah.
hesitate. I think they're gonna put pressure on him. I think they're gonna touch him up a little bit, as we say back in the day. Yeah, I'm going Rams on this one. I think the defense is gonna play lights out.
Jeez.
Um,
Okay.
I think Matthew Stafford's gonna, he's been playing nice,
He has. Yeah.
and I think with Sean McVay, I think they kind of got a nice chemistry. I'm going
Mm.
LA Rams on this one. I think their defense is gonna play well. Aaron Donald's gonna have a great game. think the D line and defense is going to put a lot of pressure on Brady, make him, hold on to the ball a lot longer than he has to. And, he's not mobile. So I think that's the key, is to get him outside of the pocket. And, he's not going to really make a lot of those off-schedule throws, kind of like Kyler Murray or Russell Wilson. So I'm going Ram State this one. I think they have a better defense, and I think they're going for the upset. So I'm going to LA Rams on this one.
That's a pretty gutsy pick, I'd say, by you, Denver. And I'd say this is up there with your New York Jets pick. And this is why I say that, bro. Because although, yes, I mean they definitely, like, LA has a great pass rush. I mean, it's going to be hard for Brady, to maybe execute anything, intermediate to long, but he always has a dump off, and people can all, like, the dump offs that he has can always execute things. I mean, he can always dump it off to AB. Chris Godwin has always been a reliable catcher. He has Rob Gronkowski. He could always just dump it off to Leonard Fournette or Ronald Jones. Like he has so much weapons around him that can just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't see how they, like, you can stop them from moving the ball. It's really hard. Even if Tom Brady is not mobile, the man gets the ball out his hands, quickly, quicker than anybody. So I don't know. I can't see anyone really completely stopping. He is the greatest of all time. And then if you look on the other side of the ball, Matthew Stafford, I feel like he's been a little bit too zoned in on the offense when it comes to, if he's throwing the ball, he's looking mainly for Cooper Kupp. They're gonna shut down Cooper Kupp in this game. I can feel it. And then who else did? I mean, I know he has Woods, right? He has who else? I mean, Deshaun Jackson hasn't been playing much, but yeah, they don't. There's something with that connection between Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp, and I feel like if you cut off that connection, he's kind of gonna. I don't feel he's gonna be as effective because he hasn't generated the same rapport with Robert Woods, or Deshaun Jackson. Of course, he hasn't even been on the field. And then who's their other receiver? I don't even know the number 12 dude. I forget what his name. Well, yeah. So shut that down, and then I feel like it's gonna be done for them. I'm sorry.
I feel like the Bucs in their defense, they're out of corner. I know they try to get Sherman this week, but with Sherman with all his issues, I think their main corner is out. And so I feel like they're kind of banged up on defense. So I feel like the Rams are gonna take advantage of that, sort of on their backup players. And like you said, you need depth against, especially in the slot. If you have Cooper Kupp in the slot, so I don't know how they're gonna go man to man, how they're gonna play him, but I definitely think there's advantages to be had for the Rams on offense, especially since the Bucs are deep, like they're not 100%. So I'm going Rams in this one, man.
All right, we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see, bro. We'll see.
Next one.
And then next podcast we're gonna be reviewing,
exactly. We're gonna have like a little
the results. Of course, yeah. We're gonna we'll see what my record is against yours.
Seahawks and Vikings.
Seahawks for sure. But I want to hear your take though.
What's the record right now, bro?
Seahawks haven't lost a game yet. They're 2-0. No,
they're 1-1.
Oh, they're 1-1. Who they lose against?
I think they lost. I think it was week.
It would have been week 2 because they won week 1, I believe.
Lost the Titans last week. Yeah, that was a good game.
They lost the Titans. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Bro, Minnesota's 0-2, fam. Win for them, fam. This is must win for them, fam.
Yeah. Do you believe in that man, Kirk Cousins? Because I don't.
I don't.
I
He's
say,
not.
I
He's
say,
not.
let's throw him away. Sorry, we have to get a new QB in Minnesota, bro. We have to throw him away. I do not believe in that man.
If Vikings go 0-3, they're toast. They're not toast, but like they're getting close to toast, fam. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Seahawks, fam. I'm with you. I'm gonna go Seahawks. I feel like they're more consistent. Coming off a loss, they want to come back with a win, especially on the road. Russell Wilson. Too many Vikings. There's too many question marks, fam. There's just too many question marks. They're just. I feel like if they don't, the Vikings would lose this game. Like I said, like they're gonna be kind of toast. They're gonna be kind of like that rebuilding, even though they have a QB. They're gonna be in that rebuild or retool mode. So I'm going Seahawks in this one. I think they're gonna play well. I think Russell Wilson, then he's gonna bounce back, play well again. I think Seahawks win this one on the road.
Yeah. I agree with you. For some reason, Russell Wilson always plays like his best ball in the beginning of the season, and then sometimes he kind of like he's on this incline mountain, then he kind of levels off a little bit in the toward the end of the season. So it's weird, but because we're still in that beginning portion of the season, he go ball out. That's what I know for sure. And this man with his crazy moon ball that he like, I mean, the tosses that he's been making to what's his name?
It's not DK. You're talking about
Nah, it's not DK.
talking about what's his name? Aleskin, 89. What's his name? It starts with an R, right? Hold up, figure it out.
It's Tyler Lockett.
Yeah,
I can't
Lockett.
believe I forgot it. But
Man,
yeah,
what's
anyway,
your man's names, dog?
I know, right? Names sometimes just they escape me, bro. But yeah, Tyler Lockett has been going crazy. Man's been on he's been the recipient of many of Russell Wilson probably what throw like probably what like about like 3 to 4 deep shots to him for touchdowns that have all gone to Tyler Lockett. The man's been blazing DBs down the field. You know, he's just an amazing, extremely dangerous deep threat at this point. And Russell Wilson again in him, they have a great connection. I haven't heard much about DK. I don't know what's going on with him.
I think he said he's in a slump, but I think I've seen some things where he's saying he's gonna he's gonna have a big game this game. So I mean, if he's saying that, he's coming out strong. So I feel like they're gonna feed him early, like you said, and I think it's gonna be his game where he puts up similar stats as he usually does: 100 yards, two TDs. So I feel like he's gonna ball out again. I feel like the offense is gonna put on a show against Minnesota.
Yeah, definitely. And again, like this is the time period of the season where Russell Wilson tries to make his argument for MVP for the year. So, because we're in that portion of the season, I don't see him losing. Yeah, that's just it for me. It's a Seahawks take for sure.
We're both Seahawks there. Next game, the good game, Packers 49ers.
Yo, Packers for sure. I'm sorry, but Aaron Rodgers is turning it all around. Um, I don't like at first I was thinking, the man is trying to pull like a James Harden where he just plays like trash, to kind of, get his way in leaving the team. But that's just not in Aaron Rodgers' blood, it seems. This man always wants to constantly, prove that he is the type of caliber player that he is, which is for sure a future Hall of Famer, MVP type caliber type player. That man is just dangerous, bro. I don't even know how Aaron Rodgers does it sometimes, bro. And then you got, I mean, like the weapons that he has. I mean, like Devontae Adams, he's just all around great receiver. Definitely up there. I don't feel like I don't feel like people rate him enough. I feel, they got pretty good tight end in Tanyan. I believe they have also Lazard, a receiver who's actually been stepping up too. They got Aaron Jones at running back. They just have a pretty stacked offense for sure. Um, Defense, they've been decent. I don't really have much to say about their defense, to be honest. But yeah, Packers are gonna be something to be fearful of. It's not an easy team to beat for sure, especially if Aaron Rodgers is going to be playing to the type of caliber player that we know he is.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go upset here. Well, I don't think it's an upset on my end, but I'm going 49ers. They're undefeated right now. Jimmy G's not playing that bad.
He's not.
You got nice weapons, you know, George Kittle, Debo Samuel. I feel
Yeah,
like
Debo's been playing really well too.
they're gonna play well. Like I said, they have some studs on defense as well. Fred Warner.
Yeah,
I think, man, I think the 49ers are kind of like that underrated team that like no one's talking about because everybody just trying to scoot Jimmy G out the way for Trey Lance. But
I want to scoot him out the way for for Trey Lance, to be honest.
man,
But
49ers
Ozzy,
is gonna be a decent team. I think they're gonna pull off some wins, fam. I think this is one of the wins that they're gonna pull off, especially at home as well. Like I said, they're very underrated. No one's talking about them. I feel like, you know, a team that's underrated like that, they said like silent killers, dog. I feel like
true,
I feel
true.
I feel like San Fran's gonna take this. I'm going San Francisco at home. I know Aaron Rodgers is from Cali, but I'm still gonna go with, you know, with the 49ers on this one. Nick Bosa as well on defense as well. They got studs on there.
They definitely do. They definitely do.
No,
Yeah, that pass rush is definitely something to reckon with. And Fred Warner at linebacker, yeah, he's crazy. Um, but the only thing that I'm thinking about is I don't know. I mean, Jimmy G's been playing pretty decent for sure, but I just don't think I feel like he's eventually throughout the season he is going to be benched for Trey Lance, and I don't think that's because he's going to play bad, but um not that he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna get benched. I think he's gonna get hurt. That's what I think. And I don't pray for injuries, for anybody, but Jimmy G is a little bit of a band-aid type guy too, a band-aid type player too. So I just don't know if he's gonna be able to keep it up for the season. We're gonna see Trey Lance at some point. And that's why I don't think that they're gonna make it that far, although I am going to be excited to see Trey Lance. They're not gonna make it that far. But I mean, in terms of this game, I don't know. I feel like we're getting that MVP Aaron Rodgers for this game. That MVP level Aaron Rodgers, that 40 plus touchdowns, like 4 interception type season. Like we're gonna get that. Like he's not gonna throw another pick moving forward. He's thrown all his picks in week 1, and he's not throwing another pick moving forward. And he's just gonna be throwing simply touchdowns.
Yeah, we'll see. I feel like I don't know. I feel like 49ers are gonna put up a strong performance. Like I said, they're very underrated. Um, you're right about the whole situation with Trey Lance and Jimmy G. It reminds me a little bit of like Alex Smith, and you had Colin Kaepernick.
And the 49ers, yeah.
Like, that dynamic where everyone's like, oh, like Cap should be playing.
Yeah.
Alex Smith was, he wasn't playing bad, but as soon as Cap came in the game, everybody's like, nah, it's over. It's Cap's team.
Yeah, facts.
That was kind of a similar situation if Trey Lance can be that type of player like Colin Kaepernick, but definitely going 49ers on this one. And they're going to win. Underrated. They're my underrated team of the week.
All right. Okay. All right.
Last game, fam. Eagles at Cowboys.
Jeez, yo, this could be a good game for sure. Me, cause I'm really rooting for my boy Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. I feel like Jalen Hurts is a true leader, a winner at the end of the day, just a winner. Really showed that he can be the starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. He can provide some hope to that organization. People are really doubting him, but I feel like he gonna pull it out. He got some weapons, man. He got some weapons. Now I know they're young. But they got some weapons, right? They got Devontae Smith, former Heisman winner. I know he's a rookie, but that man can run some routes, bro. He may be skinny as hell, but he can run some routes. He can create separation. They got at tight end, they got Goddard, and they got Zach Ertz. two, that's a great tight end combo right there, if you ask me. They got in the backfield Miles Sanders. Um, that he really good, man. I feel like people kind of underrate Miles Sanders, but that dude is a legit back. I say definitely reliable. They got a little 1-2 punch with their the rookie running back that they got too. With I believe his name is Kenneth Gainwell or something like that. Again, he's a nice little change of pace. Can catch passes out the backfield. Ultimately, Jalen Hurts, man, all he ought to do is lead that team, throw a couple quick passes here and there, use his legs here and there, and he got some speedsters because he has Quez Watkins and he has Jalen Rager, got some speedsters on the outside. They can surprise some teams, man. And then their defense is crazy. They got Fletcher Cox on the D line. They got Brandon Graham. They got Singletary linebacker. They got a good defense overall. Darius Slay at the corner, Steven Nelson at the other corner. Like they got pieces, man. They got pieces. Now I know Dallas is looking really good. Dak is playing really well. Dak is really, like, the man's looking legit, coming off the injury. He got weapons as well. He got CeeDee Lamb, he got Cooper, he got what else he got? They got Zeke in the backfield. They also have they have a nice little 1-2 punch in the backfield with along with Zeke and I forget the other dude's name.
Pollard.
Yeah, Pollard, that's right. Their offense is looking unstoppable, but I just Dallas's defense is a little bit suspect, even though they have key pieces or they're they've done a little something with their draft pick for what's his name at linebacker? What's my dude's name?
Micah Parsons.
Yeah, Micah Parsons. Sorry, names are just escaping me today. But yeah, exactly. Micah Parsons is looking kind of ruthless for sure. But again, he's young. The defense is not, I don't feel like they're the same caliber defense as what Philadelphia brings to the table. So I feel like although Dak can, he can definitely, make plays here and there. We're gonna come up with stops, and Jalen is gonna be able to lead the team, make a couple key plays here and there, consistent long drives that, I believe that they're pretty good with, time of possession as well. So they'll be able to do what they need to do and duke it out. So that's me. I'm taking Eagles, and that might be your upset. That might be your upset of the week.
You made my point, bro. You were making my point as you were talking, bro. Cowboys are winning. It's gonna be a shootout. I think it's gonna be a shootout. But man, Dak's playing like an MVP candidate. He's also in my top 5 MVP candidate list right now. The way he's playing. They went on the road last week in LA and beat the Chargers. Now they're back at home. To me, this is a no-brainer. And they take this. Dak is gonna throw for 400 yards. CeeDee Lamb's gonna fresh touchdown passes. Defense is I think they're gonna play well. They're gonna step up. Jalen Smith, Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence. Is he hurt? Is he still there, Lawrence?
DeMarcus Lawrence? I don't think so. I don't know, to be honest.
But I think their defense is gonna play well. I think it's gonna be a shootout. And so I said their defense is gonna make timely stops. And like you said, their defense is kind of suspect, but I feel like they'll make stops enough to win the game. I say like a 35-30 game, something like that. But I'm definitely going Cowboys. You got Zeke. He needs to get going. They're going to feed Zeke a lot in the pass game as well as running the ball. Like I said, that's going to ball out. Like, I feel like Jalen Hurts kind of early for him to go on the road like that and get a big win. And I need to see more. I seen week 1, week 2, they lost against San Fran. Okay, but I feel like on the road, his first year starting on the road, he's young. I'm going Cowboys. I'm going to experience QB and experience the experienced team. I think Dallas is more experienced. I'm going with the experience here, and Cowboys gonna win this, man, for sure.
All right, we'll see. I mean, I'm not a Dak hater. I like Dak. He's cool. And he played really good. He played some really good ball, man. It's great to see him back from his injury and bouncing back the way he's doing it. You know, Dallas Dallas has really put a pretty decent supporting cast around him to to help him be successful. They do have key pieces, but I'm just saying, Philly has they have they have key pieces as well. I feel like they have a little bit of like they have I don't know, this type of new mentality is what I'm saying, just bouncing back off the Wentz era. They have a fresh start. They have a lot of optimism. They have a lot of leadership from this young QB. I feel like Jalen Hurts is more, I'd say he is a bit wiser beyond his years as well, I'd say. Um, he hasn't played that much NFL games, but he seems to be pretty smart. He seems to be able to protect the football. He has some pieces around him. I just feel like I don't know, man. It's just there's a vibe, there's an aura around the Philadelphia Eagles where it's like you can expect them to do big things this season, even though not much people may be expecting that, but there's just again this type of aura I feel. So we'll see. I feel like it's really going to be an upset. I could very well be wrong too, though. But I mean, just for the points that you've made, but I don't know. I just feel it, man. Just when you just get that feeling, bro.
For you, for you. But I feel like I said, Philly is definitely gonna be an upcoming team in the next few years. I just think like just this game, Cowboys are gonna take it. But I think your pick is the popular pick. I think most people are probably choosing Philly to win this game because
Really?
Cowboys are so like they're America's team, but they're inconsistent. They always find a way to lose. Is what they do.
Yeah.
I definitely think
True.
they'll take this one, and I'm definitely going Cowboys in this one. Like if I had to put my money down, I put money down that they'd win this game.
I hear you.
All right, but
Uh,
that's all the games, fam. That's all the games late night on a Friday. Podcasting.
Jeez. I know, huh? How long have you been going for? You don't even know.
It's been like an hour and a half.
Jeez, I knew it'd take a while. And imagine if we had to talk about the NBA too. Holy crap.
That'd be another hour and a half, dog.
Yeah, facts. Like, facts.
Weird. So we called the NFL preview show. I guess I guess next week we'll probably go a little bit more NBA. Season starts.
Yeah.
Camp starts next week for NBA, so we'll kind of get into that, some preseason games. So maybe we'll see how some teams are looking. How the Raptors are looking. Local team. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for
we'll
sure.
catch up on that next week. But this week, I think that's a good preview. And I feel like we can kind of next week talk about our records. From what.
Yeah, we can definitely compare. Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, are you gonna, have a better record than me, or
Definitely.
or am I gonna or
Definitely.
am I gonna, pull it out and, just because I mean I feel like I am a low-key NFL guru. I'm playing.
Oh man. Yeah, man. ESPN
We'll
hired this
see.
man. Guru right here.
Yeah, we'll see what going, man. We'll see what going. We'll see what going.
All right. All right. So everyone listening, thank you very much. Don't know the name of this podcast yet, but I'm sure we'll find a good name.
Yeah, we're still thinking of that. We're still working on that.
Oh man. And, next week, and yeah, we'll catch up, see how our records go, see how the teams we played this week, and yeah, man. See y'all next week. Signing out.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
Peace.
Peace.